Bueno, mi gente, volvimos otra vez en vivo, en vivo. Cosas que pasan, papá, a última hora. Estamos live otra vez. Edición especial de entrevista. Eh, y esperando aquí a que se conecte el invitado de honor. Dímelo, Omi, ¿qué está pasando? Esperando se conecte. Papi, dale share, es lo que tienes que hacer, papi. Papi, obligado, le voy a meter. Mira, camisa nueva, papi. En negra, papi. Está esperando. Papi, eso va. Hablamos ahorita de eso, homie. Está esperando que llegue. Oh, damas y caballeros, con ustedes, la persona que se va a enfrentar a Roxy este sábado, ajustando cuentas. The American Snow. A ver si entra ahí.
Hey.
Hey, Lindsay, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Really good. Finally, I know we'll be struggling back and forward. You'll be driving back and forward nonstop.
I know. It's pretty nuts.
Crazy. How you doing today?
I'm good. I just got home from the gym. Went to work today.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the Job Squad Wrestling Podcast.
Sweet. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So I want to talk to you about what's going to happen this coming Saturday.
Okay.
But before that, I want to go deep inside your whole career. Uh, I know you've been like in the wrestling business for like a couple of years, but I know you got some stuff like I call it the three faces of Lindsay. You got
Oh,
the tattoo part, the grappling part, and then the wrestler.
yeah.
So let's talk about like your younger years. How did you get into the tattoo business?
Oh, I pretty much I knew that I wanted to be a tattooer since I was like 11 years old. It's pretty crazy to like know that you want to be something that young, but I was always drawing and like ever since I could hold a pencil, I've been very artsy. Like anything to create, pretty much. Just it I've always just wanted to create stuff pretty much, and tattooing was that outlet for me that just stuck, and I've just started drawing tattoos at a really young age, and just kept doing it my whole life pretty much.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And well, I know that you have a lot of tattoos in your body right now, but I think I heard in one of the interviews that it's not your creations pretty much. You got like most of your friends doing the tattoos for you.
Yeah, yeah. I get tattooed by like people that have taught me uh, anything about tattooing. I get tattooed by my friends. Like I get tattooed by people I like. Um, just pretty much like if you're a part of my life, then I'll get something from you in one way or another.
So like each and every tattoo has a meaning for you, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, some of them have meanings, and some of them I just got because I liked them.
Awesome, awesome. Let's talk about like how you get in all this MMA business, the grappling business. I know you start like younger in your career, like 2002, I believe.
No, I actually didn't start grappling until like probably like the past couple of years. I think I was like 27 when I started grappling, like competing in grappling tournaments. So like the past 3-4 years, I just started competing, and but I've always been interested in grappling. Uh, I've definitely like I grew up watching like Pride and UFC, of course, and that's what got me interested in learning grappling. But yeah,
Awesome.
I've only been competing for the past couple of years.
That's awesome. I know also you've been in the NAGA. People doesn't know what that means. That's the North American Grappling Association.
Yeah, I competed in the Naga a few times actually, and the last time I competed in expert, I won my division, and that's where I got that championship from.
That's awesome. Like they're all over the country, pretty much. I
Yeah,
think this year they're gonna be all over United States.
yeah, they have them like once a month in like every state, pretty much. Like they travel all around, kind of like how WWE does. They go to different states and put on different competitions, and you fight like the best fighters from that area.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And the
it was a
fact that
really cool
you're into it,
experience.
like not a lot of women are into the grappling MMA business, and then you've been there in like your younger days. That's pretty cool. That's pretty badass.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely always struck me as something that I wanted to do, and now that I have the opportunity to do it, I'm just very thankful.
That's cool. That's great. All right, so talk to me like how Lindsay Snow jumped from the MMA grappling business to the wrestling business.
So I've been a fan of pro wrestling as well. Like ever since I was young, you know, when I was watching Pride and UFC hand in hand with WWE. Um, I just it felt like it was a good jump to make for me. I felt like wrestling was going to give me that platform that I could show jujitsu to a wider audience, because a lot of women don't train jujitsu or don't think that they can do jujitsu, and I don't know. I just kind of wanted to show everybody that, you know, it's a sport for everybody. You know, I've taught children jujitsu, and I've taught adults jujitsu. Anybody can play it, and I felt like wrestling was a good platform to get that point across to.
Right. Uh, well, you start pretty much in the wrestling business 2015. Uh, I know you trainer. People know this guy, Mr. Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
How you end up meeting with Jay Lethal and he pretty much taking you under his wing?
Yeah, I got super lucky to meet Jay. Um, I was actually at a I was at another wrestling school, and a couple of people saw me training there, and they knew my background. They knew that I was already a jiu-jitsu champion, and they saw how athletic I was, and they knew that the place that I was training at, I wasn't going to learn very much. So they in turn like wanted to help me out, and they introduced me to Jay. And whenever I met Jay, pretty much things just took off from there. He immediately started teaching me like the first day that I met him, And ever since then, you know, we continued to train, and I've been super lucky to learn from him. And not only do I get to learn from Jay on like a regular basis, I also get to learn from Shannon Moore as well. So I've been really lucky, and among them, just every show I get to do, like every time I'm on a new show, I get to learn from just everybody on the card too. So that's been just an amazing journey in itself.
That's awesome. And the awesome part is that you pretty much train for like a whole year, and then you start pretty much by yourself on 2016.
Yep, I trained like really hard, and then I had my first match in 2016, and just kept having matches from there. Actually, it was pretty fun.
You remember what was the first company that you started doing pro wrestling?
The first company I worked for was Go Wrestle, but like the first actual show I did was for the Police Athletic League.
Okay, that's awesome. Uh, from these past 2 years, I believe you have like a few belts that you won during these 2 years.
Yeah, I have a couple of championships and a few gold medals, um, and like trophies and stuff. You know, the good accolades that you get for being awesome and and armbarring people and heel hooking them.
So, from these 2 years that you've been wrestling, I know you have a match with our Puerto Rican's own Ivalis Velez. Like, how was your experience having a match with her for the first time?
I've actually never had a match with Elise.
Really?
Yeah, no. We
I'm
were
pretty.
on Shine together, but I've
Oh,
never had
you
a match with her.
okay? Well, the one that I believe that you really had a match with was Lady Tapa.
Yeah, Lady Sapa.
How was your experience with her? She was like not long ago in the Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, she was really awesome to work with, especially because her and I both have similar grappling backgrounds, and it was like right after she had fought Gabby Garcia. So that was pretty cool to like hear her experience fighting Gabby, and like how bad that she wants to like fight her again, and all the, you know, all the promo cutting back and forth between the two of them was pretty interesting. But to be able to fight her was like a really awesome experience too, because you know she's giant compared to me. um
Right.
she's like almost like a whole foot taller than me.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so to be in the ring with her, it was like a pretty cool David and Goliath type image that we got to portray, the story that we got to tell.
That's awesome. Um, you were in WWE not long ago. You have a tryout. You were at the Performer Centers. What can you tell us about that?
That was easily one of the best experiences of my life. It was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through, but it was definitely worth it. Every bit of blood, sweat, and tears that went into going into that tryout was worth it. Uh, it was hard. It was very hard. Waking up every morning, like super early, getting there, you know, being there at like 6:30 because you didn't want to be late. You know, staying until 6:30 at night, you know, training the whole day is an experience for sure. And they, you know, wanted to see what you were made out of, and just see what you would put up with, like what your body would go through, everything. It was really cool to see how hard I could actually push myself and to see where I was at athletically.
Right. Yeah, no, I heard that those tryouts are pretty tough. Like that's literally like a whole day non-stop doing cardio training, running the ropes.
Hmm.
It's brutal.
Yeah, and lifting weights on top of that.
Uh, if you had the chance to have a dream match, in MMA, what would it be your dream match?
Oh man, of course I'd want Ronda. I would want to fight Ronda for sure.
I think you're breaking up right now.
Oh,
Oh no.
what about now? Better?
Uh, no, still.
Oh man. Hold on. I haven't moved or anything. What about now? Is it still all?
Maybe it's literally like at the last second you start breaking up.
Oh man.
There we go. I think we're good
We're
now.
good now? Are you good now?
Let's see. Let's still see.
Do you want to try it again? Oh man.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to call you again. Hold on. Uh,
Okay.
there we go. Let me try this again. Let's see. Yes. There we go.
Better?
We're back. We're back. Let's see. There we go. Now, where were we? Oh, okay. So, what was your dream match if you have a chance to have a match in MMA?
I'd want to fight Ronda for sure. For sure.
Of course.
That's the money
Um,
fight, right?
that of course. Now that she's the women's champ, there you go. And besides Ronda, if it would be a wrestling match, what would it be your dream match?
Man, there's so many super, super talented women out there right now. Um, I would love to, man, I'd honestly, I'd really like to wrestle Charlotte for sure. If we're talking WWE, Charlotte and Asuka. I think that me and Asuka could have like a really, really awesome match. Um, if we were going back in time, I would love to fight Bull Nakano. um, like back in like the early
It would
90s.
be Yeah, it would be interesting. Two different styles.
Mm,
The MMA part versus the strong style.
yeah.
That would be awesome. All right. So now let's go back to business. I know you've been having a rough day so far. So let's talk about what's gonna happen this coming Saturday. You're gonna be wrestling for MPWA Saturday night, Toa Alta. You have the rematch against Roxy. I know the first time the match you literally have her over there. She was tapping out, but the time ran out. So this match this coming Saturday is gonna be no time limit. So uh, what can we expect about Lindsay Snow this coming Saturday?
Uh, well, you can expect me to show up in better shape than I've literally ever been in. When I came back from Puerto Rico the first time, I decided that I wasn't happy with the outcome and I wanted it to be more definite. I wanted to come back and just run her down and just outwork her and really just show Roxy, what it looks like to be a superior athlete. And like I said, I've been hitting the gym like way harder, and going just like super hard with my training, my meals, everything has leveled up just for this fight.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. The last interview, you were saying that she's good, but you're better. Obviously, it's two different styles. Uh, she's more like a hardcore expert. And strong style also. You got the MMA part. But yeah, like you say, you and we all saw it. You make her tap out pretty much. So with this new stipulation, maybe she's running out of luck.
Yeah, there's not gonna be a time limit buzzer to save her this time.
That's awesome. All right, Lindsay. Before you leave, any last words that you got for the people who's watching you right now?
Man, I'm really excited to come back to Puerto Rico and make history for the second time this year. That's an honor all in its own. Also to get to work for the Wizard and El Profe again. Like the traditionals, where we will prevail. That's for damn sure.
The old school rules.
Yep, old school rules. Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, Lindsay, thank you so much for the time. I know you've been very, very busy the last few days. Appreciate you. Hopefully, after Saturday night, we will see you again back to PR.
Yeah, I would. I'm always down to come down there. I love Puerto Rico. It's absolute paradise. It's a beautiful country, and I love the island. So I can't wait to come back and kick Roxy's ass.
Awesome. There you go. And you can follow Lindsay Snow on Facebook and Instagram as Lindsay Snow, the American Kaiju. Thank you so much, Lindsay. We'll see you on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you Saturday.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bueno, mi gente, ahí la tuvieron. Lindsay Snow, quien se va a estar enfrentando a Roxy este sábado ajustando cuentas de todo, o sea, aunque tiene 2 años en la lucha libre profesional, tiene un background inmenso en lo que es este MMA, grappling. So, vamos a ver, hará que Roxy se rinda o Roxy dará la sorpresa este sábado. So, esto ha sido todo, mi gente, en la sesión de entrevistas. El J.O.B Squad Wrestling Podcast. Acuérdense que seguimos haciendo el trabajo y poniéndolo over. Chequeamos. Too sweet.